Hi BookTube, I'm here today with a review of two books, both graphic memoirs. One is Hyperbole and a Half by Allie Brosh, and the other one is Persepolis by Marjane Satrapi. I hope I said that right. I'm very new to the whole graphic novel genre. The only other graphic novel I've read is Through the Woods, and I really enjoyed it, and through BookTube it's something that I've actually started to hear more about. And I think I'm from the generation where there wasn't really graphic novels, and it was more associated with comics, you know, like I used to read Beano when I was a kid and stuff like that. So I never sort of got the whole graphic novel thing. But I have to say that reading these two books, these two memoirs, I think the whole experience was completely enhanced by the fact that they were either fully graphic or semi-graphic. The first one, Hyperbole and a Half by Allie Brosh, is such a fantastic read. It's really enhanced by the illustrations. There's quite a bit of written text in it, but the drawings absolutely give it everything. And I find the fact that Allie draws herself like this little person here, I far more identify with a person who looks like that or perceives themselves like that than some, you know, like warrior princess type thing, you know. So this book, it's Allie's memoir of being a young person, and there are parts of it that are absolutely hilarious. Like the time where she finds a note in the garden that she wrote at 10 to her 25-year-old self. It's really funny. It's all about being a kid, not fitting in, with all the weirdness that kids have, all your own little idiosyncrasies. It's really funny. It's really honest. But also there are parts that are quite honest and raw when she talks about how depression affected her, and you know, how that was a big impact on her life and how she coped with it and how it affected her every day. So it's really honest, really insightful, and definitely the drawings give it so much more power, I think, really, looking at them. So you just love them. So it's a really great book. There's another one actually coming out, another volume coming out in October. I can't for the life of me remember what it's called, but I've already got that on pre-order because I'm definitely keen to see what Allie Brosh has to say next. But yeah, it's a great read, thoroughly recommend it. Great introduction to the whole graphic genre, and a fantastic way to talk about memoir. So yeah, thumbs up from me. Like I said, the next one is Persepolis by Marjane Satrapi. This one I know is very well known on BookTube, but obviously to me, not really knowing anything about graphic works, hadn't heard of it until I started watching BookTube. So obviously looking at channels like Mercedes and people like that, it's obviously one of the recommendations of a good place to start. I found this book an absolute eye-opener. It's all about Marjane and her upbringing in Iran, and through the wars of the late 70s, and coups, and living abroad on her own because of the troubles in her own country. And I found it really highlighted my ignorance of that political situation. You know, it was a time that I have lived through, but obviously I was quite young at the time, but really didn't actually understand what had been going on. But also, I think when you see it through the eyes of a person who's living in it and how it affects their daily life, you really start to understand how politics and war can impact on people who are just like you and me. The Iranian culture sounds like such a lovely culture. They are just people like the rest of us, and I think it's always good to be reminded of that, because I think sometimes our view, and particularly, you know, I'm as guilty as anyone else, our view of a culture, a national identity, it's shaped by how the media wants it to be perceived, and you're not always given a completely balanced view to make up your own mind, and you're often given the political arguments and the wider, bigger issues. But ultimately, this is just a girl who wanted to go to school and live a normal life, and you know, same problems, same curse, same loves and hates as I had growing up in this country in, you know, the late 70s and early 80s. So it's absolutely brilliant. And again, I think you get so much more from it, from the illustrations. They're just black and white inside, but you actually get to sort of get the emotive side of it. I really feel like I connected with the author. There was so much more that I got from the pictures, and that, you know, it's like they say, a picture can say 1,000 words, and it certainly did. It certainly gave me a deeper insight, I think, into it than if I was just reading a plain text. It actually, I felt very connected with all the characters in the book. So again, thoroughly recommend it. These two books have definitely made me want to do more graphic novels, graphic books. So if there's any recommendations out there, I'd really be keen to sort of widen my horizons and read more graphic novels, because I've really enjoyed this. I've actually given this to my son, who's studying religion and philosophy at A level and looking to do it at degree level, and he's really enjoying it. He's obviously very interested in the Eastern religions and Eastern cultures, so he's finding this a really good read. He keeps telling me how great it is. I've just nicked it back off him to do this review. So yeah, these are two great recommendations. You might have noticed that I've had a tidy up of my shelves behind me. Don't they look pretty? Took me hours to do, but I'm very proud of myself. I keep walking into the room and going, oh, isn't it pretty? So yeah, so any great recommendations you've got for graphic novels, graphic memoir, anything that you think I can broaden my horizons and make my reading even more diverse would be great. And I will see you all next time. Bye!